Hey guys, it's Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review on The Walking Dead Return, the episode, Season 2, Episode 8, and it's called Nebraska, and this is a return from the big hiatus for winter hiatus, and we had a big cliffhanger from the last episode before the hiatus. We had Sophia. We found her in the barn, and she got shot, and everyone's so upset. We find out that everyone's in the barn, and finally we found Sophia, and that was really the big story from season 2. And now we're getting the aftermath of that, and we're seeing everyone sad, everyone try and bury their loved ones, and of course Herschel's family and Herschel himself. We get to see how they react and how maybe they were wrong that they had the zombies or the walkers in the barn, because they don't call them zombies in this show, they call them walkers. Anyways, so they're a little upset that maybe they were wrong, and Herschel's definitely upset about that in this issue, in this episode, and we get to see really Rick and his group have to decide like where are they gonna go after this. Are they even allowed in the barn after this? They have to bury Sophia, and really aftermath of that. And this other girl who is in Herschel's family is in shock, and she's sick. So we also find out that Herschel is an alcoholic, and Rick and Glenn have to find him because he goes to a bar, and obviously Herschel goes to a bar in the wrong time because when his family member does go into shock, he's not there, so his family member doesn't have help, and really everyone's trying to do the best they can, but they're not doctors, so we don't know what's going to happen to her. We also have Lori, who gets into a car crash where they end that in this episode. They don't really continue that story. I guess in the next episode we'll find out if she was hurt. Maybe she'll lose the baby. We don't know what happens to her. But just some good stuff happened in this episode. We also get to see new people in this episode. We get to see these people from Pennsylvania, and they come into the bar when Herschel, Glenn, and Rick are talking, and they said, "Oh, hey, where are you from?" And obviously, Rick doesn't really trust them. We don't know who you are, and they keep pushing, saying, "Oh, I want to go to your barn. I want to go to your barn," because obviously the audience, Rick, we all see that they might not be the best people. I don't know if we should trust them. And Rick really does not trust them because they keep pushing that barn. They keep pushing those things because obviously they don't care about being friends or anything. They just want the barn and to kill everybody and to take their resources for the better of themselves. But that was a big part in this episode because Rick has to kill a human being. He's not killing a zombie or a walker, and he has to kill a human being just because really it's survival of the fittest, and he could tell from his sense that these guys are not really his friends. And which I was kind of shocked at that. I was like, what? Rick shot them? Because he is a good guy, and I think, but really his senses did say, these are people I can't trust. So I was shocked by that though. And also can't wait to see what happens with Lori, see if the car crash, what happened to her. And again, we did get to see a lot of reactions of the people from Sophia's death. We get to see Daryl's reaction. We get to see Carol's reaction. Really, those two people. We get to see Daryl, he's like, I don't know if I care anymore. Because Lori comes up to Daryl and says, oh, could you go with Rick and Glenn, see if they're okay and everything. Daryl says, I wasted my time trying to find a girl who was in a barn right in front of me, and I wasted my time. I'm done helping people. And I get where Daryl's coming at. You might think he's the bad guy. Oh, yeah, he's being tough ass and all that. But really, I know where he's getting from. He works so hard. I tell you the truth, he's the one who cared the most about Sophia, at least finding Sophia, and then see that Sophia was right in front of his eyes. I think that was definitely hard on him, and I have to say he's one of my favorite characters, and I definitely like seeing his reaction and seeing Carol's reaction. That he's like, oh, my daughter, she wasn't my daughter. She was a walker. She died a long time ago, and just thinking about how she suffered. So really seeing her reaction, and this episode for me, I liked it. There was some stuff that went on, but for a return episode, I felt like a little bit more things should have went on in this episode. I just felt like it was kind of slow paced, and there's some parts that are like, okay, all right, you keep talking, you keep talking. A lot of things we already knew, so they just keep talking to each other. Again, yes, there are some good parts, but a lot of it was very slow, and I felt like a lot of it in season 2 is very slow, not as fast paced as season 1. And I wish we did get to see a little bit more action in this episode. Again, especially for us waiting for such a long time from the hiatus, because stuff with Walking Dead I have to say that Walking Dead, with their hiatuses, they're very long, and we have to wait a lot for it. So, waiting such a long period of time, it's kind of upsetting that this episode wasn't as fast paced and not a lot happened, and there wasn't that shocker in the end. Because yes, the shocker was in the end we did get to see that Rick did shoot these people, that maybe he's going to have to do this in the future. He might not just have to kill walkers, but he might not be able to trust people also. So, yes, that was kind of a shocker in the end. And yes, we had that Lori thing. But, and also we had Herschel's family member in shock. But not much happened in this episode. Again, it was just a lot of talking. And hopefully in the next episode we'll get a little bit more action, a little bit like, oh my god, I'm on the edge of my seat, like we usually get from Walking Dead. And something that is my favorite is that suspense. What's gonna happen next? Commercial break. Oh no, I can't wait. And or in the end of the episode, we get a big cliffhanger. I can't wait a week for the next episode of Walking Dead, like that big cliffhanger from the end of season 2. Or the end of the hiatus of season 2 with Sophia in the barn. I couldn't believe that. Sophia was in the barn. She's a zombie, or well, she's a walker. I just couldn't believe that, and that was a big shocker. And I felt like, wow, we're gonna get big shockers now in this part of season 2, and I'm hoping that that does happen. We get some shockers. Maybe the first episode was just a little slow, but that's what I'm hoping. I just thought, in my opinion, I just thought it was a little bit slow. Some good things happened. Maybe we're just planting some seeds for some future episodes, and maybe, especially with Lori, maybe she'll lose the baby because she was in this car accident. We just don't know. And hopefully next episode goes a little bit faster. We get to see more walkers, and I'm excited. And if you guys like me doing reviews for The Walking Dead, just tell me in the comments below, and I'll do more. I just want to do a Walking Dead review because I really do love the show, and it's a great show. And if you guys are not watching it, this episode might have been a little slow, but this series is a really great series, and hopefully you guys are watching it. This was Comic Uno. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget, in the description below there'll be a link for my Twitter. It'll just have comic book news, comic book reviews I'll be doing, and topic videos I'll be doing. And also, don't forget to follow my other YouTube channel, The Random Situations. In the description below there'll be a link for that also. And it'll just have news on those videos. And I hope you enjoyed this review. I give this episode 3 stars. I say it was a little slow paced, but I think hopefully throughout the rest of season 2 we'll get a little bit faster pace and some good stuff happening in this series, in this season. But this was Comic Uno. I hope you enjoy. See you guys.